Today we are doing our Live with a Purpose with two very special ladies. Today our Live with a Purpose is on senior transitions and my solutions and what that has to offer for our seniors that live on campus here at the Arlington. So I'm going to welcome Mary Jo Zeller, who's the director of My Solutions, and Elaine Lawrence, who's the program manager of My Solutions. They're joining us today. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you so much, Alicia. Well, let me get started. Again, Mary Jo Zeller, Director of My Solutions, and we are an exclusive program of the Arlington of Naples that focuses on transitions. I'm going to kick us off today by starting to talk about one of our services, which is Senior Move Management. We have been providing relocation services to older adults who have been moving to our campuses for close to 19 years. I like to say we're in the business of moving a lifetime. So I am what's known as a Senior Move Manager. So what is a Senior Move Manager? Well, I'd be curious how many of you out there today used a wedding planner when you got married. I didn't. Not everybody did, but today we all know what a wedding planner is. Well, a Senior Move Manager is actually a moving planner, very much like a wedding planner. A wedding planner takes care of all the details of that special day, finds the photographer, the florist, makes sure everything runs smoothly. As a Senior Move Manager, that's what I do with regard to moving day. It's helping support our families with all the different details that go into moving. And that's a complimentary service to everyone who moves to the Arlington. So right now I'm picturing you're probably sitting in your living room and you're looking around at all the beautiful things that you've accumulated over the years. And maybe you're thinking that you'd like to move to the Arlington, but you don't know where to begin. Things have changed since the last time you moved. There are a lot of details to moving. Moving can be a difficult process, but I want you to know it's very, very doable. Most people tell me they feel overwhelmed at the thought of moving and they get stuck. They just don't do anything because they don't know where to begin. So my job is to help with that transition, to put together a plan and personalize it. You might have moved 5, 6, 7. I've moved, folks have moved 18 times, but this is a different kind of move. This move typically for most people is one where they need to downsize, where they're moving to less space, more manageable space. And I like to say we're really focusing on how to make it right size for this time of somebody's life. So I get calls on a Monday to move somebody by Wednesday. And that might be someone who's lived in their house 10, 20, 30, 40 years. My wish is for everybody on this call is that you be in a category that I call a lured category, that you become a planner and that you're thinking about making this move while you can be the most control of it. The calls I get in crisis are people who weren't planning to move and they're right now in a crisis situation and not in control. I think all of us want to be in control of our lives. I want you to be in control of your move, and I want you to be in control of your things. But don't let your things control you. Don't let the accumulation of what you have hold you back from the lifestyle that you want. So I have to ask the question, what are you worried about? People share with me they're fearful. They're fearful of change. They're fearful of making a wrong decision. But I need to tell you that this is all very doable. It just comes down to having a good plan. And that's where I come in. So one of the things I'd like you to do is to start looking at your things differently. Start to think about what do I need versus what do I want. I have been in over probably 4,000 homes and have done moves to over 100 different retirement communities. And I find people to be very resourceful. What I share with you is what people in the same situation have gone through. And so what I have learned is that as you look at your things, 80% of what you own is what I call ordinary household goods. Those are things that are easily replaceable, mass produced. You can go to the store and get them. 20% about what you own is what I call a treasure. And that is something that either has high sentimental value, monetary value, or something that's not easily replaced. If you make a list of the treasures in your house, you really can't make a wrong decision in this move. Whether that list means that you can bring those treasures to the Arlington, maybe give some of those treasures to your family, or sell off some of those treasures, that's where your focus needs to be. You can get to the Arlington and pick up the ordinary household goods if by chance you left something behind. The other thing I like to emphasize is that you have to make the decision to move. You can't decide how much you can keep if you don't know what space you're going to. And make this right for this time of your life. I break it down into two phases. One is what you're keeping and what you're moving to your new home. And the second phase is what to do with what's not being moved. And people put all their energy into what's not being moved. And that's backwards. You need to put all your energy into what you're keeping. And that's one of the things we work with you on. We will measure your furniture, do a space plan, walk through your home and see how your home is now and how you like it. I find that most people spend time in about 3 areas of their home. They sleep, they eat, and they recreate. And those are your comfort zones. And we need to recreate those comfort zones for you here at the Arlington. I become your personal senior move manager. Like I say, in some cases, I go out and do a home visit. Depends on how much time there is. If you're moving tomorrow, I can't get out to do a home visit. But if we have a week, 10 days, 60 days, 30 days, whatever the time frame is, we could come out and I see your home. I see how you like it. And our goal is to minimize the amount of change, since that is what's stressful. We have an extensive network of resources to get the move completed. Our network is not only local, but it's national. We do a lot of long distance moves. Or say, for example, you need to ship some furniture to your children out of state. Those are all the types of things that we have resources to help with. We coordinate all the details of the move. And again, it's just very, very doable. It's the same amount of work, whether you do it in 1 week, 30 days, or 60 days. All that happens if you spend more of your time of life on a task that we know we just want to get done. So we come in, like I say, and our service is to put together your personalized moving plan. Who is going to do what when? How much of this do you want to do yourself? How much do you need outside help? We talk through sorting and packing and the moving day and what happens that day, and getting your new home set up and pictures hung and working with Comcast and change of address and all those things. But we do it every day. We love what we do. And we have an extensive checklist to make sure that things go well. What is stressful in a move is surprises. And our job is together to try and minimize the surprises. So again, this is an exclusive program of the Arlington. My services are complimentary, which means all of the consulting type services and putting the plan together, the resources, the space planning. What is the responsibility of the person moving in is, of course, the physical move, the packing and moving the truck and the men to get here. So, but typically in the same day, we get everything put away and people get on with their lives and start to enjoy the lifestyle of the Arlington. So we do moves all across all levels of care here. And I think it speaks to the Arlington that they have dedicated resources to this. We know it's hard, but we're here to help you. And we look forward to working with you. The other service that My Solutions provides is very much about transition. And it's a service that's in the home, and we have lots of residents on our campus who take advantage of this. And Elaine Lawrence is going to speak to that. That's our private duty home care agency. Elaine?
Thank you, Mary Jo. Thank you, Felicia, for having us here today. It's so important to know that during this transitional period that you're going through, that there are these resources like Mary Jo's or like the private duty companion program that we have, and that I'm at the helm right here at the Arlington. I always say to people that there are a lot of agencies out there, but what makes us unique? Well, we're right here on campus. You can find me should you want to engage in our services. Mary Jo said a couple of key words that I think are so important, whether you're in the senior move aspect of your life, or if you're thinking about having some private duty companion, and that's control and transition. Even when you engage with us in the companionship program, you're always in control. I'm the facilitator. I'm the nurse at the helm of the program, but I'm here to meet with you, to guide you, and certainly to let you know that this is you. You're in control. It's not us coming in and telling you what you need. Yes, I can be a resource, and I can, I have years of experience that I can rely upon, and I can help you through that transition of what type of care or companionship that you may want, but you're always in control. And I think that that's a very, very important aspect to discuss today. A lot of people, that is one of the qualms that they may have. They will say, well, I don't want somebody that is just here watching me. It's a partnership. That is not anything that that we do. We're, as the word says, a companion. We would be there to help you in any way that you want or need help with. We do have clients all across the retirement community here at the Arlington, be it in assisted living or in memory care or in the independent living side of the community. And I love that Mary Jo said, that we are here at the Arlington and we love what we do. And I think that if you come on campus, if you see us and meet with us, I think that that is one thing that you'll absolutely find right away, that we just have a passion for what we do. Another area that I assist the Arlington with is coordinating doctors on campus as well. So I love saying that if you engage with us with the companionship services, you can also engage with me on another aspect, and that's being a resource. I pride myself in really wanting to help our residents, and no matter where they are in the community. And I'd like to share with you that we have several doctors that do come on campus. So when you do decide on the Arlington, you can be very much contained here. We have primary care doctors, should you decide that, you've relocated and you need to find someone. We have a tremendous staff of physicians here that can act as your primary care doctors. We have specialists that come on as well. We have a podiatrist, and he comes every 8 weeks. We have a dentist, a mobile dentist who comes on campus, and we also have a hearing doctor that comes here on campus. And so, as you can tell from your first meeting with Mary Jo, when she acts as a consultant to help you move here to the Arlington, and then as you engage in different aspects, we're really here to help you and really maximize your life here on campus. I always say that, Zoom meetings are great and these types of conversations are wonderful, but you really have to meet us and you have to get to know us. and we're infectious. You'll love it. And I know that Mary Jo and I are here to answer any questions that you may have, and certainly sometimes, as I always like to say, it's when we visit a doctor, you think of all these questions afterwards. And certainly if you do have questions afterwards, just certainly get in touch with Felicia. And my phone line is always open. I know the same for Mary Jo, and we'd be more than happy to reach out to you and answer any questions you may have and really make you at ease with what you're about to embark on. But it's going to be a great adventure, and we're really looking forward to walking with you during that time.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much, ladies. I know that getting to know a little bit more about the services that the Arlington provides campus-wide is something that a lot of our folks who are making that transition is important to them. I do have a couple of questions, if you don't mind, just from our folks who are watching live right now on Facebook. Mary Jo, this one's for you. Who does the actual move? Do you recommend movers or packers?
Yes. We have a list of local senior move managers that we work with who actually do the physical packing, help with sorting if need be. Again, some of them have their own moving trucks. They're actually the movers. Some work with a specific mover. Our philosophy is if you have a trusted vendor, if you have a mover you have used in the past, we are happy to work with them. All I ask is that I get to call and introduce myself. They need to have a certificate of insurance and be vetted by us, but we're happy to work with any resource that you trust. But if you don't have a resource, yes, the local senior move managers that I work with have done over 100 moves here at the Arlington. There's efficiencies because they know our building and they know the layouts. They're excellent in providing guidance as they're packing because they know the size of the kitchens and what's going to fit and what's going to fit in the closets. So like I say, they're a wonderful resource. And the cost of using a senior move manager is comparable to using a regular moving company. And again, I recommend that because, again, this is a different type of move in that typically we are looking to take a portion of your current household. So these people focus on that. That's their passion as well. So, but we're flexible. That's why it's a personalized moving plan. And we'll, like I say, what you're comfortable with, we want to see happen.
That's great. That's great. Another follow-up question actually to that is actually good here. How quickly can they put a move together? How quickly can this whole plan from you helping them in their home with what they have and what they can bring with them, and then the actual move piece?
I'd say on average, if someone is moving into independent living, we're looking at a 30-day or less. If somebody is moving into assisted living, we usually can do it anywhere from 2 to 4 days, usually a plan. So, like I say, we can do it pretty quick. It just depends on all the other details that go with that particular move. Certainly, moving to the Arlington can happen quickly. It's whether there's a sale of a house or a house has to be emptied. Those are the other details that probably can't happen in that kind of time frame. But certainly just moving, but moving to the Arlington, that's very straightforward and we know how to get that done.
Yes, absolutely. And do you recommend for folks, like say they had leftover items and they didn't know what to do with them, do you have vendors that you could recommend to them to help them liquidate the rest of the house?
And that's part of why I like using the local senior move managers. They have all those resources. Here in Naples, there's a lot of consignment stores. It depends if people live in gated communities, what their options are. There are online auctions now that are very popular. So there's antique dealers. So it really depends what the contents are. And usually it's a combination of the above, plus charities. So like I say, depending on the time frame and how quickly the house has to be emptied, that dictates against some of the approaches we take. But yes, there's a variety of resources to get it done.
That's wonderful. And yes, Naples does have lots of consignment stores here. I think we've all visited those frequently from time to time. And this question that I have is for Elaine. The services that you provide, are they only for Arlington residents?
No, they are not, but we do for the majority. The Arlington has seen the importance of having a companion agency, a private duty companion agency here on campus. So 90% of our clientele are here on campus, but we do have some folks that are out in the community, but mainly the Arlington really takes pride in having somebody here on campus and likes us to stay here on campus. But we certainly could help someone in the community that is making that transition to the Arlington, and we're more than happy to help them as well.
Wonderful. Well, this is so informational for everyone. Thank you so much. Those are some great questions that we have from our folks watching live on Facebook. Ladies, if they wanted to get in touch with you, what's the best way to do that?
Well, if you call the Arlington, you can ask for me personally, and you can find me either at My Solutions or the Center for Wellness. And I don't know if I should give a phone number or.
Sure.
Oh, okay. My phone number is 239-307-3206. And that's the My Solutions phone number where you can reach me.
And I would say call that number and leave a message for me, and I will return the call as well.
Wonderful. Well, thank you, ladies. And if you would like some information on the Arlington for our offerings that we have here, from independent all the way to assisted living, memory care, and also our skilled nursing facility, you could feel free to give us a call. Our phone number is 239-307-3000. You can also look us up online at the arlingtonnaples.org. We have two Facebook pages, as most of you know. We have Oakton Place at the Arlington and the Arlington Naples. And then also you can find us on YouTube, on our YouTube channel, the Arlington of Naples. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today on Live with a Purpose. Thank you, Elaine and Mary Jo, for sharing your
Thank you.
Have a great day, everyone.
Yes, have a wonderful day and stay tuned.
Take care.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.